Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Huskies and the Brooklyn Bulls. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. And right away he lost the football. This will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Huskies 7, Bulls 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch a single for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will.
He rifles one, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 4.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Haskins on 3rd down. shaking his head after that when they had the play call they wanted.
I'm shaking my head as well. Tight end in this spot, that's a primary chance for him to catch the ball and make a big play, and he didn't get it done.
Marr on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Down man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb is a 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Randy Bullock.
So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having the pass block. You're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize it. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye. And sure, you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Toronto.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's brought down
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Again, running right is Chubb. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Huskies 17, Bulls 7.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. 30, the 20. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Lavonte David in on the tackle.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score, Huskies 17. Bulls.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Sure will have the 1st down and much more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The play fake. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabari Zuniga just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Wilson. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like a spot right in midfield at the 50. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded in the end zone. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Holt. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Brett Maher.
Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This time Wilson will throw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12. But they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge.
It's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good. effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Yeah, incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Here's one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Huskies 31. Bulls 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On that one, and another 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down by Levante David. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Wilson being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
The 30-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Complete.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
16 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Haskins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's airing it out for Williams. And touchdown! Preston Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Marr now to add the extra point.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Makes the score, Huskies 38, Bulls 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down, here's Wilson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Brooklyn, 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again here. Johnson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to blow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and run down some blocker Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They go to Johnson again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
And Wilson's going to intercept it for a time. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Haskins. Heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. Well, he's into the clear. A big play that time out of Chubb. And even 70 yards on the pickup. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Today's final
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Toronto, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.